Premier League Matchweek 30.
30.
We are almost done.
Go.
We are almost done.
Yeah, I know, yo.
Are you going to speak into the mic or are you just going to keep speaking?
What a season.
Yeah, what a season so far. What?
Just I know the results.
Oh, yeah. For sure. It's been a while since we've been on, but we'll be on for the rest of the season. And to start Matchweek 30.
Those are bold claims.
Bold words, but I mean them.
If you said it, it's because you meant it.
Yeah, if I said it, it's because I meant it. If I said it, because I meant it. So we'll start off on how the Premier League came back. Newcastle and West Ham. I watched this game. This honestly, this is a return to mediocrity for the Premier
League,
League,
bro.
Just the refereeing is just god awful this week.
Awful, yo.
The whole week it's been god awful.
Oh my gosh. I think Saturday that was the worst game for the ref, and then today would be Man City and Arsenal was the worst game for any ref.
We'll get to that, but let's start with the game, right? Newcastle coming in, a bunch of injuries, man. And then a bunch of people get injured. Almiron got injured this game. A bunch of players got injured and had to get subs off. Lascelles, I think he got injured as well.
Yep.
This team they're just not having a great time with injuries, but this is a great result for them, man. They were winning the first 30 minutes, I would say, until the players started dropping. Like, and then because Gordon he was
dropping's crazy.
No, because what else would you say that what was happening?
Yo, but dropping, like, you make it seem like
flies.
Yeah,
literally like flies, bro.
Yeah.
But Gordon did well to get the penalty. Again, they were winning the first 30-ish minutes. And then West Ham go after that, and they put in 3 goals.
Yeah.
And really, it looked like they were out of it. It looked like they were out of it.
They did. Harvey Barnes was the key substitution, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He had an amazing game.
For sure, but the ref is their MVP for that game. For sure.
No.
We got to talk. We got to talk.
Any clout. No, I refuse to give him clout.
No, we're gonna talk about the ref. We're gonna talk about that final penalty that they gave to Isaac, the second one.
You don't think it was a penalty?
I have qualms about that.
Qualms.
I don't know.
What are your qualms?
I don't know how. Okay, look, there was contact there. Irrefutable contact.
That's all you need.
But Gordon was nowhere near to getting the ball. He just put his leg in between Calvin Phillips and the ball, and he got the penalty. He wasn't trying to play the ball. I have problems with that. And that's just not fair, you know? The game is already so focused on attacking, and that just doesn't help at all. It doesn't give defenders anything to work with.
Yo, that's just the name of the game, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game, yo.
So he's nowhere near the ball. Calvin Phillips is already in the action of kicking the ball away, clearing the ball.
And I got there first.
He didn't get to the ball first. He just literally put his leg in between his leg and the ball. And he was nowhere near the ball.
And he kicked him, right?
Who, Calvin Phillips?
Yeah.
Yes, the action result. No, it's not all right then.
You kicked him in the box. What more is there? Whether you played or not, you kick someone in the box. You gotta you was too slow. You was reckless, and that's it. You miscalculated.
See, to call that,
you miscalculated, and
first off, to call that a miscalculation and to call that reckless is
may be okay. This is a miscalc, but reckless is crazy.
Miscalculation is crazy for that. Even if take the reckless away, miscalculation for that is crazy.
He took a swing and missed. That's all I'm saying.
He didn't miss. He
took a swing.
Gordon literally put his foot in between his foot and the ball. He was nowhere near the ball. Wasn't looking to play the ball, but he got the penalty.
Okay, so he wasn't playing. Was he shielding the ball?
No.
Well, so what was he doing then? What do you think Gordon's objective was?
He was behind Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips and the ball, right? It's the ball, Calvin Phillips, and then Gordon is behind him.
Yeah.
He literally hooks his foot in front of Calvin Phillips' foot, nowhere near the ball. The ball is ahead of them.
Mm-hmm. And he kicked the shit out of him.
Yo, okay, so that's a penalty to you? That's a penalty to you? Irrefutably, no contest.
I mean, that's not irrefutably.
You have no problems with that.
Bro, just because how the league is going, that has to be given. I'm sorry. If I could have think of 20 billion mistakes that they did, but
no, you can give it. I have no problem with giving it. I have the problem with
you go and seeing it.
No, I have the problem with the looking at it, and I'm just like, what is Calvin Phillips supposed to do in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, it literally, you leave him on the island with
nothing to do. Yeah, no, defending, you really are left in the island like you're shit out of
and
luck.
the rules don't help. The rules are like they're always shifting towards scoring more goals, and
more, like they're changing the offsides rules.
Yeah,
and
it just looks unfair. Like, I have no problem with you giving that penalty, sure, but the rules are all like
unfair. Yeah,
not all unfair, but like they're all like gray area rules, and like it adds, like, it allows for conversation, which is good about the sport and all that. But things like this is just like, wow, what are you supposed to do? What are you, if you was in that situation, what would you feel?
I'd go to ref and just plead my case, but I already know I'm screwed. I know I'm condemned.
What would be your case?
Nothing, because I'm condemned. By law, I'm condemned.
Okay. It's literally like...
But I see what you're saying, yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah. It is messed up, but at the end of the day, if anything, West Ham should just be ashamed because, they were winning, and then how do you...
Comfortably.
Exactly. And then how do you let Newcastle just come up? Like, that's just crazy.
No, it's because they lost concentration. They took off Mikel Antonio. They were playing Paqueta up top. The midfield lost that ability to take the ball, and by the way, Paqueta and Guimarães, that was a good battle throughout the whole day. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was 2 Brazilians going at it.
Hilarious to watch.
I think Souček was played terrible. If it was me, I think Souček was their worst performed player, in my opinion. Kudus played amazing, man. What a guy. Seriously.
Yeah, he had a very good game.
What a guy.
He had a very good game.
Bowen was quiet too, in my opinion.
Also, we need to talk about that that share moment where Kudus, he gets held, his shoulder. He swings his arm back and gets hit in the face.
Yeah.
While he's down, they take it quickly,
and then score a goal.
That's another thing was like the gray area. That's a head injury, no?
Yeah, but I agree with that. But for me, there's nothing to talk about because that is 100% mistake on the referee's part. Even if the ref doesn't agree it for or not, because he actually ran, like, it was a head injury, and what was baffling my mind is because he ran to the spot where the incident occurred, seeing him holding his head. Why didn't he just stop it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then for everyone to check on him and
yeah, it looked like the team had switched off.
Exactly. Everyone checked on him, switched off, and then just allowed a counter was just complete idiotic.
Hey, shout out to Paqueta for that pass though.
Nah.
Shout out to I have to give, that was a good pass. That was a good pass to it was good because that was a heads up play.
You know what you're doing right now? You're like, how do I say this? You're a bank robber and you did a good headshot, right? You just got a guard. And the whole premise is wrong, but hey, that was a good headshot though, right?
Yeah.
That was, I can't give him props for that. I mean,
all right, fine, then I'll give him props for that pass that he had to Mikel Antonio. That was
that one. I got
was a good run by
over
him.
The top was amazing. Yeah,
that was a good play by him.
But no, that one I can't condone it because that was just like, that's scummy behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No class in my opinion. And they knew what they did too. They knew what they did. I know they knew what they did, but the ref just. Terrible, man. I don't know.
But that's the game, I guess, now. Because it's just like, how can you massage the ref to giving you calls that you want?
It's not even massage. Like, you shouldn't even, do your job. There's no massaging. Do your job. That's a head injury. Stop it. Everyone switched off. I don't have to sit there and tell you what to do.
All right, so
the ref, you got that. No.
Regardless of the refereeing mishaps, shout out to Newcastle. Shout out to Harvey Barnes. That was a really good goal. And I again, there were some moments where the ref really had me scratching my head, but I have to give it to Newcastle, man. They back against the wall, and they still got something out this game. On to the next game. Chelsea versus Burnley.
You watch it?
2-2.
You watch it?
Yeah, I did watch this game. Actually, I'll be real. I watched I skipped the first 40 minutes because I was watching Everton and Bournemouth, and that game was atrocious. So I was like, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know how you subject yourself to that.
I'm not
crazy.
Because they were all 11 o'clock games. So I had.
You had picked one.
Yeah, because I thought.
But I would have picked that one.
No, because I thought Bournemouth and Everton, they got stuff. They got to fight for. Everton might get a second points deduction, so they're gonna be really at it. But you know how that goes. You know how everything goes. But back to Chelsea versus Burnley, man. What a shameful performance from Chelsea, man.
We say shameful, but at this point in stage, do we expect anything else?
Yeah, because
you do.
Yeah, because if
isn't that insanity? Like, come on. It's Chelsea, man. They're just, this season's not, you just got to write them off, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, look, I'll say this. Great performance by Palmer. I have to give him that. But I'm not gonna bash Petrovic, because literally what is he supposed to do about the goals? Like the first Burnley one, it's literally a snapshot out of, there was no build up to that play. It was literally just 1-2, I'm gonna shoot it, and then it literally just he gets in. But the way Chelsea responded after scoring and just took another goal is like, bro, what's the point? What was the point of all that? They were playing the majority of this game up a man. They had a red card. Burnley had a red card.
Yeah,
and it looked like they weren't doing anything with it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you said. Like, you're up a man for about 15 minutes of the game, and you score a goal. You would think you would close it out or have the common sense to possess the ball and, like, not get countered or not get scored on in like the next 10 minutes. And it's like, what are you doing? Honestly, I think this team needs a big reset, because where they're going.
I've seen some Poch out.
Yeah, 100%. You don't think it's Poch out?
Bro, there's 9 games left to the season.
Get him out.
Yo,
it's not like they're getting relegated.
Lampard, just bring in some guy to close out the season. Bro, stop the cycle. Just let him finish his job and then evaluate at the end of the season.
I mean, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, okay, so when I say out, I don't mean sack him immediately. Just say by the end of the season, mutual agreement, get out. Okay. I'm not saying sack him immediate. I know what you're
I've seen people say sack him immediately.
Yeah. When I say out, I mean like let him finish that year and then get him out.
Okay, yeah, because this was sad.
No, it really is.
From a Chelsea point of view.
It really is.
The crowd.
And Mudryk too.
Oh no, he had some moments where like he skied the ball over the bar.
That's what I'm saying. 100 something. Just I don't know, yo. Like,
you got to give him some time. This again, he's young. He's young. He's never been in the Premier League before. He's learning on the go.
Well, I'm saying he's playing good for what is it? Ukraine. That's what I'm saying. Ukraine, Modric, and Chelsea Modric do not equate.
Okay, sure. I don't have much as Ukraine stuff, so maybe I have to watch a couple games of that to tell you if that's true. But again, a bunch of opportunity, and I say disappointment. For Chelsea, and it's sad for Chelsea because Jackson had a bunch of moments, but vintage Jackson, Brent needs to start looking at himself in the mirror and like taking some of these misses to the chin, because it looks like he's just brushing them off and he's just doing the same shit next play.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a difference between if you miss a chance and like you brush it and don't let it affect you, but sometimes you got to let it, like you said, hitting you in the chin and be like, yo, like let that drive you in a way, you know what I mean? Like,
let the hatred fuel you.
Exactly, because it's like that's unacceptable. And I think maybe because of the lack of striking options, like, you know what I mean? Like rotation, who's gonna take a spot up top?
True.
So that lack of rotation is gonna probably affect him, because he knows, I'm gonna start next week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who's gonna take my spot? Yeah. I'm assuming, because I don't know, because I'm not there in the dressing room. That goes back to
the conversation we had before about outfield players. Like, it's okay for them to have competition, but the goalie, you got to make sure it's
I agree with that.
Yeah, but again, great for Burnley, especially without company out there. Craig Bellamy was out there. He was managing.
Craig Bellamy, yo, you know what, yo, that's my guy right there. Yo, I like him.
Craig Bellamy was out there. He was doing this thing, man.
He needs a FIFA card, man. That's how much I like him, man.
You think he deserves a legend card?
Oh, hell yeah. I think so too.
Which Liverpool or Man City Bellamy? Or are you gonna go?
I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. But like, if they put Joe Cole 87, you can put Bellamy.
No, but Joe Cole is like an England legend.
Okay, like he was 87 legend. What a waste of a card. Wow. If you're gonna do an 87, you might as well give Craig Bellamy one.
Okay, all right.
I think you gave Robbie Keane an 86.
Don't say you like it's me.
I'm sorry, not you. But you gave him an 86, like an 86.
All right, on to next game. Shane Chelsea, okay? Sheffield United 3.
I didn't watch this game. I honestly thought it would not be this score. Like, I thought Fulham was going to win.
I didn't think it'd be like this either. I will go back and I will watch this game.
At least the highlights or something.
Yeah, no, I'm watching this game.
The whole thing?
Yeah, but 6 goals, bro. Come on.
Fair enough.
I'm on to the next game. Forrest, Crystal Palace. I didn't watch this game. I was not going to subject myself to this.
You said you watched a little bit of it, right?
Of Crystal Palace and
Forrest.
Forest.
No, it was the Everton one.
Yeah, because they were all 11 o'clock games.
Yeah.
So, you know. So Forest won. Crystal Palace won. On to the next game. Bournemouth and Everton. I watched this game in its entirety.
Bro.
And I regret it.
Even though Bournemouth won?
What do you mean?
Because
you think I get...
I know Everton's your little
neutral.
brother.
No, I'm a neutral in this.
You know, your little brother. I know Everton's your little brother.
You like to see your little brother lose? You like to see your little brother lose?
In FIFA, maybe. Certain situations you do.
Yeah, this is just a very mediocre first half.
Yeah.
Really, really disgusting to watch. And nothing really popped off until the final minutes of the game. Bournemouth, they get the ball out on the left, cross it in, Solanke, header in. And then Beto, he gets a goal after that. Neto actually went out to claim the ball, dropped it, and Beto put it in there. Yeah. And I didn't think that was a foul either. That was fine. I didn't see anything wrong with that. But the Everton goal that they conceded after that, I think it was Seamus Coleman. He had own goal. Yeah. That literally sums up Everton's season.
Was it preventable?
Yeah.
It really was?
Sure. For sure. Again, caught in two minds, didn't know whether to... It went past the first defender, and then it's at that point, it's just reaction time, and he just didn't know. He's just like, should I chest it to Pickford, or should I get out the way? There was a guy behind him, so...
He didn't know,
Yeah, he didn't know which way to do it.
Rule and thumb, just clear it.
It literally, it's at that point, because after it gets past the first... Once it gets past the first defender, and he didn't touch it, now it's like reaction time, and it's just whatever happens.
Never let it bounce.
I mean, yeah, but it went off his chest. He couldn't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
On to the next game. Tottenham 2, Luton 1. I didn't watch this game.
I didn't watch it too, but I know Tottenham won. I expected like
did they win handedly, or
I didn't watch it. I would have expected like a better result than the 2-1.
Oh my God.
Yo, I swear I'm gonna murder that thing. Yo, I'm gonna cut off the cords, man. That's crazy.
I'm not cutting this out, by the way.
That's hey, yo.
The
at this point. Hey Alexa, stop.
Oh, this guy's smart.
Damn it! Every day, man. We're not an NFL. We don't care, even though they did change the rules.
Aston Villa 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Did you watch this one?
No, they're the Wolves. They changed their names. They're no one of the Wanderers. But no, I didn't watch this game.
Okay. I didn't watch it either. I'm not going to lie.
I would go back to watch this game because, I like Wolves. But
yeah, a little surprising you didn't watch it, but
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I'm surprised.
I expected Villa to win it, and I didn't know if Cunha was going to play, so I wasn't watching that game. Brentford and United.
Another shame.
1-1.
It was a great game for Brentford.
Yeah, I think Thomas Frank, he's going to look at his boys and he's going to be like, "Yo, we could have got all 3 points.
Yeah, I know,
and set them to shame."
I know.
Brentford literally was creating from the start. Ivan Toney, he had 3 or 4 chances, really good chances.
The header off the post, man. Oh my gosh.
And Buemo off the bar, just wide a few times. A good double save by Onana. Literally United, this was almost an example of how cruel football could be. United go and I'm just being honest. Mount goes and scores out of nothing. Good pass from Casemiro to see that he was open to put the ball to the side. And shout out to Celebration. Celebration was good. Good team camaraderie. Yes. But then they go and they let
team camaraderie just for 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
I think they scored 85th in the 98th minute. And it's
literally bang bang. No, it wasn't 89th minute. It was all in after 90.
95th and then 98th. Yeah, missable. Yeah.
All after 90. Rashford very anemic this game. Bruno, he had some shots on Flecken.
I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know what's wrong with Rashford, man. Seriously, it was right.
Stop it.
No, seriously.
That's
like,
his season. That's his season.
I mean, I'm talking about the season. I'm not talking about
last season. Obviously, this is like a whoa. What the hell, man? I'm so mad that he chose last season to turn up when I bet $200 that
just for this season. Yeah, I know.
I won't elaborate, but I lost $200 because Rashford decided to go God mode, and then this season he's doing this, and I'm just like, okay, so
what would you want to put 200? Yeah, this is why you don't bet.
Yeah, no. You bet responsibly. Do your thing. But I just lost the bet. So I won't elaborate anymore because I'm kind of salty about it. But this is just his whole season's like this, man. It's just he was invisible from like the first whistle. Højlund, he had one shot. I mean, he's been having a pretty good run of games up to this point, but again, he looked very invisible. No one in United looked like they were creating a lot of chances. It looked like Bruno had the majority of the shots. Delo had some shot. Like they weren't getting shots from the front guys. Like it was all the midfield trying to take shots from outside the box.
Make something spectacular happen.
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with United, but again, this is a great example of it's not over till it's over.
It's over, yeah, I know. And if I was Ten Hag, I'd just it's like a sucker punch in the stomach, man. Like you just celebrated like you won, just to like, you know what I mean? Like,
I do it.
God, like that's a sucker punch, man. That's the worst. Last minute squeaky bum time. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it was for Brentford. It was good to see them actually be like
back
competitive,
to their regular self in the beginning of the season.
Competitive. Well, I can't say the beginning of the season because they didn't have Tony at the beginning of the season, so I can't say balling like the beginning.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But they did put 4 past United at Old Trafford, so. I mean,
it's good to see that Lisandro too got minutes too. That's good.
Yeah, he had an injury and he's working on
got some minutes too because he scored the goal. Obviously,
he had a knee thing, I think.
Yeah, so they're slowly getting back into it, So that's a positive, but still.
Yeah, but going back to the Newcastle and West Ham, if West Ham won that game, they would have been in 5th place.
Yeah.
Definitely a missed opportunity for them.
Yeah, I know, and they were winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Just to keep that in mind. We'll go on to the next game. Sunday game, Liverpool versus Brighton. Liverpool 2, Brighton 1.
You watched the game. I get my notes out. But
what do you mean, obviously?
You watched the game, of course, right? Liverpool and Brighton?
Yeah.
I think, actually, so I watched the game, obviously. I think the difference between the two teams, which this game was actually probably the game of the week, in my opinion. I think it was even better than the...
it was better than the big game.
Yeah. I think you guys were more alive and alert and more on your toes throughout the whole game. And I think that's what edged you guys off. There was a lot of...
Whoa, brother.
No Diddy. No Diddy, of course. Is that really going to be a thing? That's crazy. But
I'm not allowing that in my vocabulary. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so you was more alive and alert, and as
one is after edging off.
Yes, exactly. No Diddy. And I don't know, it just felt like Brighton, there was a lot of slips on the field, and I think maybe some nerves got to some players. They were like, I don't think they were I think they were nervy on the ball, you know what I mean? There was a lot of mess ups, a lot of slips, a lot of bad back passes going forward.
Talking about Brighton?
Yeah, Brighton. Okay. Yeah. So I think they were a little like edgy in that sense, and that was the difference between the two teams. I think McAllister was amazing for you guys.
Man of the match for sure.
Yeah, 100%. He was the coolest man on the pitch,
even with a card.
Exactly. And then the only thing I would say though is I expected more on shout outs to you guys. Bradley, your left back.
Yeah.
I think what is it, Adiyama, whatever.
Adiyemi.
I thought he should put more press on him.
Yeah, but he was doing good. The moments that
not
he would challenge.
I'm saying Bradley did really good. I think Adiyama should have done a little bit better against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he has a little bit more experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know about. I get what you're saying about Adiyemi, but Bradley, when they did test him, Brighton, he did did well. Take the ball and he would push the ball forward and he would try to be making the plays happen or make something like the spark plug. Just make some pass forward, look for someone, 1-2, get forward, make a tackle, 1-2, get forward. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. But for Brighton, that first goal that they got, obviously that's a very like Liverpool thing to do, to concede.
To concede first and then come back.
90 seconds, yeah. We need to get that out of our system, but I'm really happy with how the boys played. Again,
you guys are just a little like one step ahead in my opinion.
One step ahead as in what?
As in like you guys were I want to say more clinical with your chances. Yeah, I think so.
No, we were not.
I think so.
I don't think
so. You know how the amount of not clinical as in okay, I see what you're saying. When I say clinical, it's a misstep. You took more chances. You know what I'm saying?
We created more chances.
That's what I meant to say. Not clinical because you didn't score
as many chances as one, but the game is finishing the chances. That's the game. Finishing
that's true.
Chances.
But I'd rather take all the chances than Brighton not having any. You know what I mean?
Hey, if we tied that game, I would have been pissed. But we got the win, so I can't because Salah had. I think
he had multiple. He had
the most
11 or 12,
the most shot attempts that he's ever had.
Yeah.
And he looked bad to say the least. Bad.
Coming back from injury.
That's why I was gonna say that. I'll give him an olive branch. I'll say he's coming back from injury, but you taking so many damn shots, man.
Yeah, honestly, yo.
I thought many. One of them. There was a moment where the ball went to him. And he could have squared it across to Luis Diaz, but he chose to take the shot instead. Which I was in Klopp. The camera went to Klopp, and he was
pissed,
livid, red like a tomato.
Reminds you of Mane, huh?
Mane doesn't get red. Mane doesn't get red like a tomato.
Wow.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Just wow.
Shout out to Mane.
Yeah.
Sadio.
Mane. Yeah.
Again, back to I gotta stop going on tangents, man. I gotta stay like focused
on
the conversation.
Yeah. And no stretch and like no stretch. I'm not saying anything bad about Brighton. They played good,
They played solid.
They played solid. Good as in solid, yeah. Like, but yeah, it was just not their day. I think Welbeck, had a great goal, but I think second half you could have done just a little tad bit more, I think. Maybe give a little bit more.
I mean, but what do you want him to do? The ball wasn't really going to him.
Yeah,
there wasn't really much development of play in the final third into Liverpool's half. There wasn't really much of that for Brighton.
That's why I think Adingra should have done more, man.
Yeah, but he's young too. He's getting he's getting his legs under him. He's still learning though.
It's young, but
he will be a problem.
We're
once
in
he
the
gets
end of the Premier League.
No, yeah.
Young or not, I need you to
Yeah, it is squeaky bum time. You're right, but he's getting his legs under him. He's going to be a problem, and Garnacho's going to be a problem too for years to come if he continues and he's able to keep his head down and work and stay out of drama.
I could be pronouncing his name wrong, but
Adingra, what?
No, the Balabi, whatever. Defensive mid. Baliba, he was amazing for them. Literally, he left everything on the game.
Yeah. He had a couple moments where he was stopping the play from developing. Yeah,
he'd run all the way back, track back,
I'll say
stop.
That.
Yeah,
I'll give that to him.
He was probably one of their men in the match. The only thing though I would say about Liverpool, I don't know. I have to check like the statistics on this, but you guys got a lot of yellow cards, and I don't know if that's gonna.
It's like four yellow cards. I think Van Dijk, McAllister.
Yep.
Endo. Gomez did get four.
Yeah, four. But that's a lot of key players.
Yeah, but they're in positions where
8 you get a suspension.
Yeah, but they're in positions where they're gonna be going into challenges for all the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't see too much wrong with that. It's just
I don't know what games you haven't had, but you miss one like a Van Dijk or
no, it's gonna if
you miss
hurt.
any of them on an important game. That's why I say I got to check the statistics because I know you need 8. And,
to see how many a yellow card accumulation.
Because that's the only thing I said. But other than that, Liverpool got it done. They waited to be down to perform. But
I mean, but that's some championship type shit though. There was
it's champion type shit. But every time it's like you got a problem you got to fix, man. It's an addiction. at this point.
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
We got
at
an
this
addiction to winning. That's what. That's what
you got addiction to losing first, and then like that's a problem. Why not just win from the get?
Hey, but this was the best game of the week.
Yeah, I
Hands
agree
down,
with that. I
hands
agree with that.
down,
I agree with that.
Best
I agree
game.
with that.
I mean, Newcastle and West Ham, but okay, I'll say that the Liverpool and Brighton game, it was entertaining throughout. But the West Ham and
The ref killed it.
the Newcastle and West Ham game, there was a period of 30 minutes where it just was like, all right, yeah, okay, West Ham, yeah. And then David Moyes took out Antonio, and it's kind of like if the game flipped. But the Liverpool versus Brighton was the most entertaining game,
100%.
hands down, for the week. Shout out to Liverpool. Again, there was that Diaz offside I was looking at that where they were drawing lines.
Yeah, bro. That
with
didn't look. I don't know, man. They didn't draw that in front of everyone's face, man. I don't know.
If he had a little more cake, it might have been onside, man.
Nah, yo. Honestly speaking, he looked on. I think he's on sides. I'm going with he's on sides.
It looked really close, and when I was looking at it, I was trying to play like VAR. I was trying to be like, all right,
Draw your own line. Get the yard
no. I was trying to be like, all right, let me make a decision now and see if that's the decision. Like if I can make that split decision. And I was like, okay, I think that's onside, but I can see how that. I mean, I think that looking at it, I thought it was offside, like by like a toenail.
I thought through and through. I still think it's on sides.
You still think it's onside?
It's not be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time that Diaz is getting screwed in.
Yeah, that looked really on sides, and they didn't draw the line in front of me, so I don't know.
Yeah, they do have a thing where they draw the lines and then show the
which
thing.
is stupid. If you're VAR
it's interesting.
VAR
it's
is all about transparency, so why not just draw the lines in front of us?
No. If it was about transparency, they would have
allegedly.
If it was about transparency, allegedly, they would be like, all right, we're gonna let the communication to the world
be
so
open
everybody
while
knows.
you're talking and hearing.
But not only the commentators hear that, so we were kind of in the dark about that.
Yeah, I know. And you just draw the line and then just show it. Like
I'm just saying, another country, when they did the World Cup, they had a whole automated system that they didn't have to use.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember the World Cup? They had an automated offside system with the 3D models and the shirts, and they were like offside by this much in Qatar.
No. Qatar, they had that?
Yeah.
It feels so long ago, man.
Feels so long ago.
I try to block that memory off my own.
You just put that whole World Cup aside?
It's just aside, yeah. It's just like the back corner, like just nowhere,
Hey, just no Messi got that, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Got that thing on. He got all them things on him.
He got all that what?
He got all them things on him. All them trophies on him,
right. All them FIFA officials in his pocket.
Mm-hmm. Just like Newcastle. Just like Newcastle. On to the last game. This game is a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit disappointing, especially when I'm talking about Man City versus Arsenal, which ended 0-0. I'm not mad that it was 0-0, but I'm mad that the most entertaining part was Gabriel and Haaland yapping at each other throughout the whole game.
That wasn't the most.
That was That was hilarious.
Oh, you're saying Gabriel? Which one? Jesus or
no.
Or the defender?
Oh, Gabriel Jesus was yapping with Haaland too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the defender.
Okay, yeah, that's the one.
That was hilarious.
I agree.
That was hilarious, and I'm with it. And like after the game, they was like, "Yeah, nice, it's all good."
Yeah, shake hand. Yeah.
Now, I'm with that. That's fire. Like that they can get down for the game, and then afterwards it's like, "All right, man, that was just the game, man."
Honestly speaking, that game, well, let's start with first half. First half was 50-50.
Yeah.
Even though Man City had all the possession in the world, but it was 50-50
as usual.
As in like they didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
at least Arsenal was creating.
So but it's usual for them.
There was
a
balance. Exactly. There was the balance there. Second half, I was just disappointed in both teams, man, honestly speaking. They I don't know what was wrong with Saka. He was quiet the whole game.
I really was disappointed with Odegaard and
maybe not Odegaard.
De Bruyne.
I was disappointed more with if I had to pick the two, it would be Saka and De Bruyne. You know what I mean? Because Odegaard actually, he did some two stupid passes.
Yeah, a few. He gave away possession very cheaply.
Like on defensive, he was pressing, he was pushing the team on. At least he gave some type of effort in some area of the field. So I wouldn't say him. I would say Saka because Saka was just
quiet. He looking like Rashford out there.
Literally, yeah. Seriously, yeah. What did he do? He didn't do nothing much. So those would be my two standout. Other than that, I just hated Tomiyasu and Doku, man. Just those two subs infuriated me. If I had to take my bias aside and just look at them, just trash. Like I don't even know why.
When they put in Doku, I think they took off.
They took out Kiriar.
Well, that was for Tomiyasu.
Oh yeah, you're saying Doku.
Kiriar.
Yeah.
For Doku, they took out
Foden, I think.
Foden, and then there was Foden, right? Let's just use Foden, right? When the ball went out to Doku after that, it felt like it was like a black hole. Like he was either taking the ball, or just gonna dribble the whole time. He's like, and then
his dribbling was good.
Yeah, it was good.
After that,
after that, it's just, okay,
trash.
Again, he's getting his feet under him. He's gonna be a problem too, like as he develops.
Bro,
but
I see what you're saying, but you can't keep saying you got to develop, man. You have 9 games left and everything counting.
Do you know how young this dude is?
Bro, it don't matter. You know how big important this game was?
Yeah,
if they win this, that title race, just ever so closer. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's already 3 points between the top 3 teams. That's kind of crazy. But you got to give him some time, because obviously, if he develops that, he can be a great player. But if he doesn't develop that, he could be just like a Alex St. Maxim type of player.
Yeah, I mean that's true too.
Like just gonna dribble, and then other than that, it's like what else?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, maybe not St. Maxim, maybe like a Zaha.
Yeah, tomato.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah,
but Zaha's a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Yeah, honestly, Tomiyasu, I think Arsenal should sell him. He has no place in the squad. Obviously, now you don't sell him because we need a right back and a left back. You know what I mean? But
Ben White was really good for you guys.
Ben White is amazing.
Yeah, he's
amazing. Like the whole season, not even just this game. I'm talking about him in his career. Amazing.
I underrated him.
A lot of people did
for you guys.
A lot of people did.
He's been so solid for you guys, and I really noticed against City.
Yeah, real solid. Yeah, seriously. Good. Yeah, especially a lot of people thought he was going to do trash. I mean, I know they had that one stint last year when they got second place, or 2 years ago, whatever. And he's definitely underrated. He is amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
and
disrespected a little too much.
Yeah, England. Yeah, you saw what he did with England. Reject the offer or whatever.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Good for him.
100%. And if I was the same, like, I mean, we're not talking about England because that's another subject, but like, England, I don't know what they're doing with their life, because you're not getting Ben White, and then you're not getting Tomori. What are you doing?
Yeah, Southgate. That's a whole nother can of worms.
You're gonna put Maguire? Nah, come on, please. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, I want to say again, the ref here sucked.
Yeah.
It just blew.
I wish that there was more consistency between the games. Like this game, Man City versus Arsenal. And let me think of what other game it was. I think it was Chelsea versus Burnley. Two completely differently refed games. Like, and obviously it's a different game, yeah. But they play in the same league, and they have to go through this. Like, oh, what kind of ref are we gonna get every day? I'm not saying the ref ruined the game, but I like certain aspects of how the ref did things. Like he allowed advantage to play a few times. He allowed them to.
Are you saying
get
for this game or in general?
Oh no, for Man City or Arsenal.
Okay, yeah. You like that? No, heck no.
No. If he did have that one thing where he played advantage for a little too long.
Yeah, and then it was the Arsenal.
That was a little like, but I liked how he allowed them to play. He wasn't really giving out yellow cards like crazy.
That's my beef. You had literally. You only gave 2 yellow cards, I think. No. It was only for time wasting, but yet you have Bernardo Silva coming and blatantly like tackle to stop a counterattack, and he didn't get no yellow.
Hey, like I said,
that's wild.
I like letting them play, but there's a certain point where you gotta. All right,
that's what I'm saying. I think at some point the players knew and were doing these fouls on purpose.
I like that they allowed them to play though.
I think there should have been some yellows.
There should have been. But I like how this ref. People have qualms about the ref, but I like how he allowed them to play. At least he's trying to like let the game flow and not be.
The only thing I would say was consistent. Like if you did one like egregious tackle and I did it, he didn't call it. Like
yeah,
like
I feel like
he did it at least ref, that. But like, come on, bro, it was getting out of hand.
This ref was trying to not let the game be about him. The Newcastle and West Ham ref should have read his notes. He should have read his notes.
Nah, but I think it was just too terrible. Like But honestly, too, I wanted to say too. I think, just the way Arsenal played, they played so defensive. You know what I mean? They didn't. First half they played defensive,
counterattacking. Yeah,
it was counterattacking. Second half second half. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say the third period or the
third, whatever.
Final 30 minutes.
They actually did start to press and chances did start getting created.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just how they played in the first half, they just played too defensive. So
yeah. I mean,
a 0-0 result is what I expected after playing like that.
both teams, they weren't giving their strikers proper support.
Yeah.
Even Holland, he wasn't getting the ball like that. He had one moment where he tried to flash the ball across and he missed the ball, but that's like one opportunity in 90 minutes. My brother was watching the game with me. He was yelling at the screen like, "Yo, you have Holland, just boot the ball forward and let him do something."
Honestly, if you were to look at the game as a defender or a defending coach, this would be an excellent game to watch and reference because defensively, I think both teams did good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
They did good. You know, you could probably pick or two. You know, especially Gabriel and Saliba, they did amazing stopping Holland.
Oh yes, yeah, they had a great game as a pair. Yeah,
but yeah, I just expected 0-0, just how they were playing.
You were expecting 0-0?
Just by the first couple of minutes of the first half.
It looked like Arsenal at that final 30 minutes. It looked like they could have gotten like smash and grab.
For sure.
We haven't been in the game this whole game, but hey, if we get this one opportunity.
Gabriel did have a couple good shots too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was very positive for them when he came in. Martinelli, he was really good for them as well.
I said Gabriel, not Martinelli.
Oh, you didn't think Gabriel had? I mean Martinelli. Because when he came on, he was I think he came on for soccer. He came on. He was kind of like a spark plug. Give me the ball. He's gonna dribble. He's gonna go forward. He's gonna press. I don't think any.
I mean, he could have had that.
Not many players on Arsenal was doing that.
Yeah, no. Trossard did good too, but you should have gave that ball to Martinelli to put in the back of the net. Obviously, it's hard to give it, but not really, man. Martinelli did I guess.
So you're not mad with the result?
No, I'm not. I'm obviously mad because we're not in first. I would like a win, but a 1-1.
Table aside, are you happy with that? 0-0?
It's Man City. Not a lot of people can go in Etihad and do
so
what we did.
You're happy with the result. You're happy with the result.
If I had to look,
I mean, we did.
Nah, honestly, if I were to think about it and not think of the title race, I'd be happy with the result. Yeah.
All right.
It's just the title race that's like, damn, come on, bro. We could have sneak one past.
Yeah,
but if you take that aside, I'd be happy with the results, 100%.
Yeah, because that would have.
Not a lot of people can do that in the Etihad against that team. So,
yeah,
100%.
But overall, a decent week. Especially, but great week as a return. Like if you're a neutral and you're just watching it as a spectacle, great week. But the refereeing is just man. But good week. I'd say.
Water.
If I had to give it a grade, I'd be like it's a 7.5 out of 10 week.
7.7. Yeah, that's what
7.7. All right, cool. Now we're gonna go on to the next match day, and we're gonna give our predictions for match day 31. We can give 2 ties, only 2, so that we don't just tie the whole thing, the whole bracket down, the whole list. So both of us get 2 ties. We're gonna give our predictions. Newcastle versus Everton.
Newcastle, Everton. I'm going Newcastle.
I'm going. This is actually. Oh, this is in 3 days. Okay.
Yeah, the mid.
It's midweek. Yeah,
midweek, and then we're gonna have one on weekends. So I don't know if you want to do weekends as well.
I mean, same the match day.
Huh? I'm saying
same match day.
This next week that's popping by. There's gonna be games Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then there's gonna be games Saturday, Sunday, and I believe Monday as well.
And okay, wow, the games are gonna come hard and fast.
Yep, pretty much.
No
Monday game. Sorry, it's just Sunday, but there's gonna be a lot of games this week.
Newcastle versus Everton. Who you got?
So are we gonna give predictions on both, or are we just gonna do this for this midweek?
Just this? No. We're doing for
midweek and weekend.
Midweek and weekend. Okay. The whole match day. Match day is the week, the whole week, all 10 games.
No, you're not understanding me. There's match day 31 that's happening this week, and then 32 is happening that weekend. There's 2 match days. Oh
snap!
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Whoo.
Yeah, there's a lot of games this week. Yeah.
Whoo. Okay. You know what?
We might as well give it all.
We're gonna do 20 predictions. No, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna do a little different. We're gonna keep track of which ones we got right, and we're gonna see who got a winning record out of it.
Okay, bet.
All right, so you got.
Newcastle.
I'm gonna give you. So you got 4 tie tokens that you can use now. All right.
Wait.
So
I gotta look at the other week just so I know where I'm gonna use. All right. See, Manchester United, Liverpool. I didn't know if I gotta put a draft token in there, so I don't have to waste all 4 before I get there. All right, bet go.
So you got 4. So the stakes are a little bit more raised. 20 predictions.
All right, bet.
Yeah, man. These a whole lot of games. We not watching all these, man. There's no way.
There's no way. Yeah.
All right. Newcastle versus Everton. I got Newcastle.
Newcastle, 100%.
Newcastle win. Forrest versus Fulham.
Nod.
I
got nod. Yes.
Fulham.
Nod.
Burnley and Wolves.
Wolves. But yeah, Wolves.
Bournemouth and Palace.
Draw token.
I'm gonna go draw token as well. West Ham versus Spurs.
Go first.
Spurs.
West Ham.
Okay. Brentford, Brighton.
This is gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
If Brighton can possess, I'm going Brighton.
I'm going Brentford.
I'm going Brighton if they can possess.
Arsenal, Luton.
Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal.
This is going to be a good game, I
City
think.
versus Villa.
This is going to be a good game.
This is a good game.
I want to use my draw token so bad.
Why, though?
I want to use it so bad because I think Aston Villa is actually going to come ball.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to use draw.
You're going to say draw for that game?
Although I think Villa's going to win. Draw.
Yo, you got pick one. Pick one. It's not that. Yo, just pick one. Yo, let's do analysis. Why do you think Villa would win?
Didn't they win this season too? Didn't they win?
You're talking about the reverse fixture?
Yeah. I think they won.
Let me see. I will check.
If I remember correctly, I think they won. And even so, Villa's been performing really good this season. They've been balling.
I mean, yeah, they've been having a very, very good season.
No, an amazing season. They're in
fourth.
No,
it's bro, come on.
That's not good. That's great for Aston Villa. For Aston Villa, I think Diaby is going to be a difference maker.
All right, I'm just looking up who won last meeting between. Okay, and then just give me this game. Cool beans. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look this up so that I can give you the information.
What if I already found it?
You already found it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
December 6th, 23. They won 1-0. I knew they won.
Villa won?
Yep. Premier League 2. Yep. December 6th, Leon Bailey scored.
Okay. So what do you got for them?
I'm going draw because they're not going to lose again, but they'll draw.
I got to give it to City because they got to respond after this. They got to respond.
Not really.
I don't mean respond as in they got disrespected. I mean respond as in like, yo, you're in a title race.
Yeah.
You're in a title race.
Saying, yeah, that's true.
I can see them locking down, and so I gotta go City for that game.
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Sheffield. Say it.
Nah, Liverpool.
All right, Liverpool. Chelsea versus Man United.
Ooh,
Chelsea versus Man United.
You gotta go Man U. Like, come on. Chelsea, nah, you gotta go Man U. Nah, hell no.
Bro, this is the same team that put 4 past City.
Well, this is the same team that just got 2-2 with Burnley that had a red card. Come on.
Hey, it's 2 sides of the same coin.
Nah.
2 sides of the same coin.
At least Brentford is like higher up on the table. I'm going Man U.
You're gonna say Man U win this game?
Yeah.
I just think that Chelsea, their difference makers have been more in the game than Man U's difference makers. Wow.
Cool. Now you could go.
I think that Palmer's been so like active for them. He's been so like involved in the play. Rashford's been nowhere to be found. Garnacho, he's had a little slow a couple weeks, like few weeks.
Manu's doing better than let's say Gallagher.
True. Again, it can go either way. I'm gonna use my. Do I think this would be a tie?
That's respectable. I could have won tie too.
I'm gonna go tie because I don't think. But would Ten Hag really throw the whole sink at Chelsea? That's the question. You think Ten Hag would throw it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Again,
I don't think he had no chill.
2 sides of the same coin, right? Tie 2-2 with Burnley. Tie 4-4 with Man City. and it's Chelsea, and it's two sides of the same coin. I have to go Chelsea.
Wow.
Because look, if I had to look at United, right? They beat us in the FA Cup, right? If I look at that, do I think that was a fluke? 120 plus minutes. It's a little difficult for me to give them like, oh, that's just United. They beat us and they beat teams like that. But I'll give it to Chelsea just because they're so all over the place. Like 4-4 with
you don't know. Yeah, okay. So
like
they're unpredictable.
Exactly. They can go off or they can, so I'll give it to Chelsea. So on to match day 32. You got 2 tied tokens. I got 3. So.
I'm probably going to lose the bet, but on this game, I'm going to do a surprise. I think Crystal Palace, Man City.
You're not even going to let me announce the game?
Go.
Palace versus City.
I'm going Palace. I just think. Actually, no, that's wild.
Your opinion is invalid. No,
that's wild
your
because
opinion is invalid.
if I said Aston Villa is going to win, I don't think no way in hell they're going to lose 2 games back to back.
Your opinion is invalid after that. But, Crystal Palace over City?
Nah, I take it back. I'm going Man City. I'm going to say, because they're not going to lose back to back. That's wild. I admit that's wild.
Okay.
I admit that's wild.
I'm going Man City for that. Wolves versus West Ham. This is a good game.
This is going to be a good game. Yeah, I'm going to watch this game for sure. I'm going Wolves.
West Ham. Everton, Burnley. Tie token. Tie token.
Nah, I'm going to save it for the last one.
No, you gotta, come on.
Really, bro? Who cares?
No, but you gotta give your prediction so we can keep track.
Barely, because I want Everton relegated just for the memes.
Villa versus Brentford.
Nah, what did you say?
Well, what did I? Oh, I said tie token.
Tie token.
Yeah.
All right.
Aston Villa versus Brentford.
Good game. Villa. No. Ooh.
Brentford's a team that can catch you out, man.
Yeah. And with Ivan Toney balling like he is.
I'm gonna go Villa. I'm not gonna overthink this one. Villa.
I'm overthinking it. Right?
But what was their last game? Their last game is City.
Brighton.
Oh, City. No, I'm talking about Villa. So before this, they play City.
Yeah.
So do I think that they go City and then lose to Brentford?
Don't overthink it.
I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna go Brentford.
I'm going Villa.
I'm going Villa as well.
I'm going Brentford then.
Okay, it's flip flop. I'm going Villa then. Fulham versus Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Fulham.
Okay.
Luton versus Bournemouth.
Luton.
Bournemouth. Brighton Arsenal.
You really think Brighton's going to win that?
Bournemouth versus Luton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Arsenal.
I think Bournemouth is a more prepared team for the Premier League. So
I think this is going to be a good matchup too, by the way.
Are you talking about Brighton and Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I think it's just the 2 play styles. I think they directly contradict each other. So I still think Arsenal's going to win.
Yeah, Arsenal. They're going to keep the pressure after losing. After tying with City. Yeah, sure. Arsenal. Man U versus Liverpool.
Draw.
Liverpool. Liverpool.
Are you saying it just because you want them? Like, are you really think you're going to win?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
even though you guys like to go down first and then,
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Brentford showed that United can
all right.
They have some Liverpool in them too. It's just they don't win the games. Sheffield versus Chelsea. And Tottenham versus Forrest. Forrest, they can get this, man. They can. This is one of those games where they can surprise you.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna do it this time though. Tottenham.
It's up in the air. Very close game, but I'm gonna go Spurs for this one.
Spurs, yeah.
All right, so that concludes our predictions. So we gotta keep track of this.
Yeah.
So we can flame each other next.
No, I'm gonna flame you. What the heck?
Yeah, you really think that you're gonna predict games better than me?
Yeah, 100%. Luton and Bartman, Luton's winning. I'm specifically singling that game out. That's the golden snicket. If it was Harry Potter, that's the snicket. That's 100%. Like, you lost that one. I know that 100%.
Okay, all
right. Like deep down in my core.
So that's the game that you're like, man, if I win this, I win life.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool. I guess we'll see next week whether or which one of us has better football
IQ?
knowledge.
That's crazy. Just
You know?
while 2 match days, you know more. It's crazy.
It's not about just 2 match days, but 20 games prediction. See, and if I get blown right,
hit the lottery.
No.
If you get it all right, you should hit the lottery.
No. Obviously, I'm not gonna get it all right. Come on, I'm not.
If you do,
I'm not all knowing, but I'm just saying, like, 20 games. If I get blown out, shame on me. If you get blown out, shame on you.
All right, that's cool. So wait, how are we doing this? Is it win like 3, and if you get it wrong, like,
it's either you got it right. Actually, let's get the rules. So if you
like, what happens if you said Brighton wins? I say Brighton, and I say like Luton wins, but it was a draw.
Okay.
Then no one gets a point.
Okay, well then, yeah, we'll put it like a draw in the. If you get it, it's kind of right. We'll put it in the middle like a draw, like how the NFL be like, oh, it's a tie game, 1.
I don't know what the NFL does.
Wins, ties, and losses.
The same thing as soccer. Okay, why'd you say NFL?
Because with the NFL, they rarely happen, and in soccer they happen. They can happen at any time.
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
Just saying. So I said 20 games too. So all right, so we'll see who got the football acumen.
All right, let's do it.
All right, shake on it.
We're not betting anything. All right, yeah. I don't think you could. You got that.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's pretty much about it.
How's it feel to be back?
It feels good to be back. Actually, for this match week to come back, it's pretty good. I like it. Can't wait until next week though, because Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Madrid and Man City, yo. Going.
Yeah, that's basically the final.
Yeah, you could say that. 100%.
That's basically the final,
pretty
man.
much. And then Arsenal's facing, what is it, Bayern Munich?
Yeah, I have problems about how they're having those games at the same time.
Why?
Because
you want to watch both of them?
I'm like, I don't want to watch them at the same time. Like, I want to watch one and then watch the other one right after,
That's true too.
Like, they got them on the same day. Like, who scheduled that?
FIFA, I don't know. Infantino. Je ne sais.
Get out of here with that.
But yo, honestly, that's gonna be the finals, and I'm actually really looking forward for the Arsenal Bayern Munich, just because. First off, I got an annoying ass brother that's a Bayern Munich fan that just won't shut up.
Oh, this is
7-1.
This is the matchup from hell.
Bro, I can't wait, and it's gonna be a revenge, and I think we're gonna hit them with the 5-1.
And you are not gonna shut up about this?
Oh hell no, because bro, yapping in my ear. No, hell no. Knock that noise. Hell no. So I can't wait for that game. I think it's gonna be a good game. They're gonna get their revenge, in my opinion.
You want them to get their revenge?
No, I think they are gonna get them.
Okay, all right.
Because what is Bayern Munich? They just lost 2-0 with Borussia Dortmund. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I don't watch.
Bundesliga. I'll tell you. Yeah, they just lost 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Granted, they're still in second, but
Borussia Dortmund is a solid team.
Bro, they're in 3rd place in the league, and I think there's like a 7-point gap between them.
Yeah, but we seen
with this loss 7 points. Though,
we seen Dortmund in the Champions League. They're solid.
They didn't have real competition outside of the group of death. And on top of that, who did they face? Who did they face as the round of 16s? PSV.
PSV.
Come on. You're gonna say solid and you're facing PSV? And on top of that, they didn't blow them out of the water?
Yeah, it was a relatively close game. But
yeah, look at that. It was 3-1. That's relatively close.
What are the other games for the Champions League? Bayern and Arsenal?
PSG by Barcelona. Atletico and then Dortmund.
I'm so mad that Inter didn't make it through, man. I'm so mad. I'm like, they should have. They
should have, but they didn't.
They should have, man.
Nah, because what Tehran did, they didn't deserve it.
What are the other games?
You know what I'm talking about?
So you said PSG, Barcelona.
Yep.
And
Atletico
and Dortmund. Yeah. Atletico and Dortmund is gonna be a good game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. Yeah, for sure. I just don't have a thing against Simeone. I don't know. I think he's just a disrespectful guy. So I hope he loses.
Yeah, but you're a merengue, so
I can either confirm or deny.
You can either confirm
or deny.
Bro, you got a whole you wear that badge over your heart.
Yo, bro, that shit's tattooed at this point. What you talking about? It's crazy.
DNA at this point.
Yeah,
man.
seriously.
All right, man. That concludes this episode, man. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more content. And we'll be back next week. Peace.